So adding and subtracting integers. So integers are all of the positive and negative whole numbers on the number line. So sometimes it's useful to use a number line like this, and particularly when you're using integers and you're trying to add or subtract integers, a number line is very, very useful. So let's take a look at adding and subtracting a couple of different types of integers. So if we take the first one here, so 4 plus 4. So the way to do this is to think about a number line. The number that's on the left of the operation is where you start on the number line. So in this case, we're starting on, so it's a positive integer, it's positive 4, so we're starting here on the number line. So positive 4, so we're starting here. And then what we want to do is we want to look at the sign. So if the sign is plus, we move to the right on the number line. If the sign is negative, we move left on the number line. So again, remember, the first number is where we start. So in this case, we're starting on positive 4, which is 4. And the second number then dictates which way we move. So for example, this is positive, so we're going to be moving to the right on the number line, and we're going to move 4 places on the right. So we're moving 4 places on the right from this position, which is 4. So we start here, and then we plus 4, so we're moving 4 places to the right. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to end up here at 8. And as we know, 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. So that's the answer to the first one. So the first answer is 8. So the answer is 8. So let's have a look at the next one then. I'm just going to get rid of this from here. So the next one then is, again, remember the number that's on the left, that's where we start on the number line. So in this case, it's a negative integer. So we start on negative 5. So we're starting here on negative 5. So we can see here that we have negative 5 here. So this is where we start. And the second number then tells us, the second number and sign, should I say, tell us which way we move, left or right from that position. So in this case, it's positive. So we're going to be moving this way on the number line. And we're going to move 7 places. Okay, so we start off on negative 5. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we end up here on positive 2. So therefore, negative 5 plus 7 equals 2. Okay, so let's rub this out. So I'd encourage you to pause the video and give these couple of questions here a go, and then restart the video and see how you get on. Okay, so again, the number on the left tells us where we start. So in this case, we're starting on positive 4. So we start here, and this is negative, so we're going to be moving to the left, and this tells us the number of places we'll move to the left, which is 7. So we're going to start here, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we end up here on negative 3. So 4 minus 7 is equal to minus 3. So the next one then is 5. So again, we start here at 5, and it's negative 5. So we're moving to the left 5 places from there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to end up here. So 5 minus 5 is 0. So the next one then is minus 9. So again, the number on the left tells us where we start, the integer. It's a negative integer, so we start here on negative 9. And the number that's on the right in the sign, it's positive, and it tells us that we're moving right, and we're going to be moving right 3 places. So we start here on negative 9, and then we go to the right 1, 2, 3, and we end up here. So we end up on negative 6. So negative 9 plus 3 is equal to negative 6. And then the last one then, so again the number on the left tells us where we start. So in this case we're starting on negative 3. And then the number after that and the sign tell us which way we're moving, whether it's left or right. If we're adding or it's positive, we're moving right. If it's negative or subtracting, we're moving left. So we start on negative 3, which is here, and it's minus 2, so we're moving to the left 2 places. So 1, 2. So we're ending up on negative 5. And that's really it. So there's nothing really more complicated than that. So this is adding and subtracting integers. So again, when we're adding and subtracting integers, we can start on the number that we start with the number on the left, we move to the place on the right. If it's positive, we're moving to the right. If it's negative, we're moving to the left. So that's adding and subtracting integers.